Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
I love hearing about new opportunities that can, protect you and take care of you in the future. Talk about the new policy that you guys.
Well, I mean, a lot of people think, I mentioned the statistic: 40% of the people will need it. It's basically 1 out of 2. So it's either going to be me or you, Gino. Who is it? Okay, I'm just kidding. Hopefully it's none of us.
Rochambeau on that?
But, a lot of people think they're going to be the one that doesn't need it. And long-term care insurance can be expensive the older you get. So there's some newer plans that are really exciting. So there's one called a life insurance with a long-term care combo on it. So basically, you could buy a death benefit. And I'm going to give you an example of $500,000. So for the person that says, I'm never going to need it, you can always buy a $500,000 policy. If you ever need the care, you can tap into the death benefit of $500,000, 2% a month. So that's $10,000 a month you can pay up to for long-term care insurance.
Wow.
If you ever don't need it, the death benefit
stays there.
It goes tax-free to whoever your beneficiaries are. If you only use half of it will go tax-free to your beneficiaries. The premiums are guaranteed, which is really exciting, because regular long-term care insurance, the premiums are not guaranteed.
Oh.
So it's just a really this type of policy is taken off big time.
So this is the kind of stuff that you don't get in the mail. It's the kind of stuff I haven't seen before. And if we weren't sitting here across from you, Scott, we wouldn't know about it. So I thank you for that piece, that little nugget of information.
Well, and that's what's nice. Like you said, if you talk to Scott Zimmerman with Corporate Strategy Inc., how can they get a hold of you, by the way? I mean, I know your website is corpstrat.com, which is a really good site. You have all this great information on it. They
can email me anytime at scott@corpstrat.com, or they can call at phone number 818-377-7270.
Very nice. And a good resource for you, because as you can tell, Scott is very humble. He asks the right question. And that's what happens to real professionals. They don't have to sell you anything. They know their job, and their job is to protect you. And they're going to ask the right questions and guide you down the right path. And we've been doing it so long. I know when anybody calls Gino and I, actually handling their mortgage plan is actually very easy for us, because we ask the right questions, and based on the answers, we help guide them down the right path. Now, they make the ultimate decision, just like in insurance.
Absolutely.
But at least we give them enough information to make a very educated decision, as opposed to what may be received in the mail or what they heard on TV, which, marketing companies, we always warn you about that, because marketing companies are very good at what they do, selling you something, and it might not be the right thing. So you want to reach out to somebody like Scott Zimmerman. All right, so we're talking about the value, and you mentioned, like you said, long-term care is good to look at setting up even on your youth. Everybody thinks about it when they're getting old and go, oh, shoot, I don't have it. It's way more expensive later, right?
Well, it's older. It gets more expensive the older you get. And if you have any health issues and you want to apply for insurance, which a lot of people do, they wait, you may not be insurable.
Yeah, you have to get underwritten. A lot of people don't think about that, is that you have to go through an underwrite. And because we're the mortgage industry that we're in, we know how strenuous and how difficult some underwrites can be. And, it's probably best to get it out of the way when you're young, and get some guaranteed coverage, like you mentioned a little bit earlier, so that if you have a stroke or something happen down the road, you don't become uninsurable.
Right. It's best to get any of these insurances while you're healthy, because that way you can get the insurance. They can never take it away from you once you have it.
All right. So, okay, let's talk about a couple more insurance opportunities for you to find out more about Scott. What's nice is he's a one-stop shop. You go to him, and he'll answer the questions on any of these type of insurance, which I love. You're not going to sell one thing to me. You're going to say, based on your scenario, here's what your options are. Disability insurance, something a lot of people should have.
I agree. I think it's really important, because disability insurance, basically, if you become sick or hurt and you can't work, it will replace a lot of your income tax-free.
Can I get riding a motorcycle?
Yes. Do you have any health issues in advance?
No.
So you can get it.
All right. Because my wife would like it, and I think all my other people. Well, I know the other insurance we're going to talk to you about, Gino and I, because we're just getting our trust finished up. I know we've been threatening you, but it's almost done with Lisa Odom. And then based on that trust and our partnerships, then we're going to go to you and basically get Key Man Insurance.
Or buy-sell insurance.
Buy-sell insurance.
Well, buy-sell insurance is basically when you have a business and there's different partners, you buy insurance on each other, so that if something happens to the other partner's spouse doesn't become your partner.
That's
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes,
but,
yeah, it does. And
crystal clear.
Yeah, it's basically buying the stock off the other partner.
Okay.
So it makes it...
So you can maintain the business moving forward, right?
Right.
Okay, and then the spouse isn't left out of all your hard work, your assets that are part of that business.
And the spouse's new husband is in your situation isn't also your partner now.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Oh, you've seen that before, huh?
Oh gosh, yes. Any guy who's been or insurance person who's been in the business a long time has seen that. Yes,
that's got to be awful.
It's horrible.
Oh my gosh,
all your hard work given to somebody else, right?
No. So we're gonna make sure we get key man insurance, so we don't have to worry about that between us. And it's better to do it while you're still getting along. Things happen.
Sure.
Because this guy, he's tough. No.
I am a loose cannon. I've been reserved and disciplined and really good now for a couple of years.
Yeah,
he remembers the old Gino.
Yeah, well, I'm blessed. I got a great partner, and we have a great business together. But that doesn't always happen. Things change.
Things change all the time.
Without a doubt.
You guys probably see that too, right?
Yeah. Right.
Partners break up all the time.
No doubt. So anything else you want to share with us? I know you do employee benefits. I mean, big HR stuff. Because everything, how small of a company can you help out? A lot of people think you have to be a huge company, but not true, right?
No, you can do as low as 2 employees, 2 full-time employees. You can get guaranteed group health insurance.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty good. And then at what point does it really, you should really take a look at it?
As far
10?
If you want to take care of your employees and give them, you want to value your employees, you want to make them feel valued. That's when you really want to offer benefits, right? Because you want to make them feel, you want them to stay with you. Because the next company could have benefits, and they'll easily move over to them for the same pay, right?
Got it. Yeah,
and it's a big deal. I mean, for a lot of it, that's the difference of why they might stay or not.
Yeah, it's a perk. Yeah,
it's a great perk for sure. I know that's the first question you always ask us when they come in. You guys got benefits, right? Like, yeah, Skyline, pretty big company.
Yeah.
So obviously you're a one-stop shop. Go to you for employee benefits, insurance strategies, business planning, health care, disability, long-term care, you name it. Scott Zimmerman with Corporate Strategy Inc. has it. Again, how can they get a hold of you, Scott?
They can email me at scott@corpstrat.com, or they can call me at 818-377-7270.
All right, we're going to definitely share this with a lot of people out there because it's been a great show, great information. Also, you can go to his website at corpstrat, that's CORPSTRAT.com for a lot of great information. Find out more about him and his partners and the great company that they have there and how hard they work and their mission statement and goals and how they can change your life for the better and protect you and your family. So make sure you reach out to Scott Zimmerman with Corporate Strategies. Thank you for joining us again, buddy.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for sticking around for the extra segment, man.
Thank you.
I know, we couldn't get rid of you. It's too much good information. And one of the most important aspects of your life is protecting you and your family. And Scott, you're a great man for the job.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being part of it. Stay tuned. We have one more segment to tell you what's really happening in the real estate market today. It's an interesting one. We'll be right back.